Good morning, students. Let us revise the first chapter of history: how, when, and where. And in this revision, we will discuss the main points. The main points which are discussed to be are: first one, dates to events means shifting. Which dates to be considered as important in history? Third, method of periodization which is given by James Mill. Then what is colonial, and the last one is sources of history. Yes, in this chapter, we try to develop a kind of concept and idea to know more about history. Yes, when we talk about history, you may think that, oh my god, such a boring subject is this. But, my dear students, try to understand that your present is standing because of your past. So we must know about our past. And when we talk about our past, it is not only about the dates, but it also related to the events also. Because each and every date is somewhere having some important event. We know about the date of our birth because, oh, how can we forget our date of birth? Because on that day you are going to give a grand party to your friends. You will get some gifts from your friends, mummy, papa, and so on. That is why this birthday date is very, very important for you. In the same way, in history, some dates are very, very important to understand the present condition or situation of our country. So let us begin with the dates. See, from this first chapter, we did not know about any story, but this chapter will tell you something about the stories of all the other chapter. It means the concept and the idea behind all the stories. Let us begin with the dates. Yes, why and how dates are important. Yes, dates are very, very important in history because when we choose to write history, we need some dates. Then those dates become important from the point of writing history. This happens because people focus on some major events like wars, battles, etc., that they believe are important because everyday fight we did not remember, but we know about the important battles and the wars. But with the time, a new set of events might come into focus and new dates become important. That is why in history, dates are important, and everything has a history, and that history is somewhere related to the date and time period. For example, tea. Automatically, it did not happen in India that people of India start drinking tea. It takes a very long time to understand this drink and to accept it as drink. In the same way, railways. First of all, in the medieval history, we did not heard about the railways. But in modern time, the Britishers introduced the railways in India, and this railway has not brought in India within one day. Though the date is there on such and such date, first railway system was introduced in India, and the first train run between Bombay to Thane. That's good. But the whole time period, because the whole work of railway was not completed within one day. It takes a long time period. So, from the first day till to the last day, it means the time period from first to last date is also very important. That is why this date is important to understand the event which is related to that date. That is why in history dates are important. Another example, dates are telling us about the kings, the crowns, the prince, their administration, and so on. Because if we did not have these dates, we cannot know much about these kings and rulers. And dates are also very, very important to write history, because historians, though they know the events, but they have to connect it with the dates in a chronicle way. That is why they need the dates. That's all for this topic.